This is a description of updating the acadb application after our contractor Nick Shantz does a feature update or a bug fix. So the way that we have been communicating with Nick is to use Trello to make cards that he will then move through this procedure to add features. So if there's a bug that needs to be fixed or a feature that we request, we put it in the do column. And a card added here, Nick will know that it's his to do, and he will either move it to doing if he's working on it, or if it's really quick, he'll just move it right to review. Review are cards that he has fixed, and then we need to make sure that they work as intended, and then once they are done, we move them to done, or you move them back to do if it didn't quite get fixed the way we thought. So this is our communication channels right here, these four modes. So let's take this one for example. We had a request to add the HTML source view to our what you see is what you get muck editor so that we can see extraneous HTML formatting that might be screwing up the display on the website. So I put this into the do column, he moved this to doing, and then he moved it to review, so we're ready to check to see if this worked as we expected. There's some other things in here too, but we're just going to focus on this one for this video. So the first thing you want to do is to connect to the dev server. So let's open up a terminal. This is the same on Windows as well as Mac. It's the same thing, either a command prompt or a terminal, and we need to SSH to the server. So connection, our SSH key, and the IP address of the dev server. So I'm connected to the dev server. I'm going to change the directory to the root of the app, so cd for change directory, and then root, and then var dub html, and this is the root of the app right here. Okay, so the first thing to do is to look at the dev server and look at the dev server, which is red at the top, and then just make sure that the feature that you are expecting doesn't yet exist. So here's what we're working on. This is our what you see is what you get editor, and there is no way to view the HTML source on this editor. So we're going to do a pull from the repository in order to update the application. So I'm going to change to root, and then there is a script in here that runs the git pull as well as some other things, and it's called update application. So you change to root at the root of the app, and then you just run /update application.sh. Okay. It checks out. You can see that it has checked out these files from the repository. That means that we have new content that Nick has written for us. And do we want to run as super user? Yes. It will do some more things. Do we want to run as super user? Yes. Okay. This error is kind of expected, but it goes all the way down, and now it is live. So we should be able to just refresh, and there it is right there, this little code view right here. So we can see that the code view is working. We can toggle between the rich text display and the code display, and now we know that that feature has been completed successfully. So once you know that all the features that you want to test on dev are good, you can then do the exact same pull, the exact same update application script on prod. And since there's many, I'm not going to do that quite yet, but it's the same procedure. Once the feature that is done is checked out, all you got to do is move this card to done, and that means that we have checked it and it's all set to go as we expect.